Now, all of this is so significant because he told me 35 years ago in 1976, we will not produce the oil from America's own soil. Now, you remember this goes perfectly along with what Mr. Henry Kissinger said? When Henry Kissinger went to those Arab countries who were forming OPEC, the oil-producing countries of the world, and said to them, we will buy your oil. American companies have produced your oil fields. You've paid them back now. And in turn, you will buy our T-bills and our Federal Reserve issues, which, of course, they didn't know economics. These men were not trained in what was happening with the Federal Reserve. They didn't know that the Federal Reserve was not an agency of the federal government any more than Federal Express is. Don't fool yourself at all.
I don't think a lot of Americans don't even realize that. They think that the Federal Reserve is a government agency, but it's not. It's a private entity.
A private entity, right. And they did not realize that America was creating debt. We began the process of moving our industry abroad just after this, the New World Order. And now we're creating debt, but whenever you create debt, we have 14 trillion plus now. And whenever we create all this debt, the interest, you don't have to worry about paying the debt back. Never mind the $14 trillion. Congress could care less about that. They know it'll never be paid back. It's the interest on the debt that can't go unpaid. And by these oil-producing countries of the world buying our T-bills and our Federal Reserve issues, they put money back in to pay the interest on the national debt. And this is the only reason that America can even be sustained today without having a total financial collapse, is because China, once it began to get our industry and become the great power it is today, as it was planned way back in those days when Daddy Bush opened up China as the emerging country of the world, every bit of it was planned around the fact that today, the year in which we're living right now, a major crisis would take place.